TV, radio, and online.
This is CBJ News.
Those with mental health issues are 3 times as likely to be a victim of an online scam. This is after around 23% have been tricked into handing over money or data. The government is now being urged to add spam protection to the upcoming online harms bill. Martin Lewis, who founded the Money and Mental Health Policy Institute, says the coronavirus has only made the problem worse.
It's possible there have been 2 million scam victims in the UK since the pandemic started. We are facing an epidemic of scams. When someone is scammed, it doesn't just affect their financial life. It's incredibly destructive for people's mental health and self-esteem too.
Nottinghamshire police have arrested a man after complaints of drug dealing in the Sneaton area. Officers observed the 32-year-old man exchanging small packages for money and was able to seize synthetic cannabinoid or mamba. Police later searched the property to find more of the same drug. Boris Johnson has announced a new 10-point climate plan. This is after advisors explained the UK must cut greenhouse emissions by 78% in the next 14 years. Experts say major changes are needed and people are being encouraged to cut down on meat and dairy produce. Mike Thompson from the Climate Change Committee explains the shift that is needed.
The next decade has to be a really decisive shift for the UK. By the early 2030s, every new investment that we're making, every car that we buy, every boiler that we replace, it's going to have to be low carbon. And we've got to do that to meet this new target.
More than 50% of students say their mental health has declined since the COVID pandemic began, with most students suffering from stress, loneliness, anxiety and depression caused mainly by a lack of face-to-face interaction. The Department for Education is urging students to contact their university's support team if they are struggling with their mental health. US President Joe Biden hopes to change the course of COVID-19. He's set the goal of 100 million COVID vaccinations in his first 100 days in office. The US has recorded more than 50 million cases so far and 285,000 deaths. The charity The Evolution Project has been commissioned by Nottinghamshire to help young people affected by trauma. The project aims to aid those who have been impacted by serious violence and rebuild their lives. Since launching, the group has helped a number of young people and has been praised for breaking the cycle of violence in Nottinghamshire. Director Christopher Nolan has attacked Warner Brothers' decision to release movies on their streaming service HBO Max at the same time as they appear in cinemas. He says blockbuster films should be a big screen experience and releasing them on streaming service is not how you treat filmmakers and stars. It will be mainly cloudy evening with outbreaks of rain and temperatures of 6 degrees. Tomorrow will begin cloudy but will slowly clear throughout the day. That's the latest. I'm Robyn Randall.
TV, radio, and online.
This is CBJ News.